today. Well, yesterday was Sunday, February 1st. This is the class. I'm introducing you guys to the new book, The 48 Laws of Overflow, which is actually a guideline for the highest self circle. A lot of you all had expressed interest in the highest self circle. I sent you the three questions. Some of y'all got a response back that said, "Welcome to the highest self circle. You can join today." Right. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's gonna keep on keeping on. If you would like to join the higher self circle, you can go to I we have a new website. It's go.iamcoachmissy.com. It's go.iamcoachmissy.com, and the link to join the higher self circle is right there at the top. But I want to go ahead and get into it every Sunday, y'all. At least for the next year, I am going to be talking to you about overflow. Huh? Overflow. My new book, The 48 Laws of Overflow, is available for digital download. Check it out at go.iamcoachmissy.com. Click out where it says my digital guides. It'll be available on Amazon within the next 3 days. So the 48 Laws of Overflow and the highest self circle, baby, go hand in hand. And tonight I'm going to say this and say that. Overflow is an identity and not an outcome. Yeah. Overflow, financial overflow, huh? Love overflow, whatever it is that you want to overflow. Overflow is an identity and not an outcome. I'm gonna go ahead and get started because it's 2:23 in the morning. Yeah, and I got taxes to do. Before we get into it, I need everyone to take a deep breath with me before I say what I'm about to say. Because for some of you, this is going to disrupt how you've been thinking for a very long time. Listen, I'm no longer here to motivate you. I am here to program you. Huh? I am no longer here to motivate you. I am here to manipulate you in the best way, in the positive way. I'm going to correct something today, right? I'm not going to motivate you. I told you that I'm not going to inspire you. I'm going to correct you. Overflow is not a reward. Now, I'm about to step on toes. If you've been raised in the church, I'm about to piss you off. Overflow is not a reward. Let me say it again. Overflow is not a reward. It is not something you earn after you struggle long enough. It is not something that shows up once you finally prove yourself worthy. Overflow is an identity. And identities come before evidence. Now, this ain't y'all first time hearing me say this. Identities come before evidence. Listen, I walked in. I was telling them before we started the class that I bought this money bag. I bought this money bag a couple weeks ago. I bought this money bag a couple weeks ago, and when I bought it, I didn't buy it because I said, "Oh, I want a money bag." I bought it because I said, "Yeah, that's where I'm at with it." Right? We in an overflow, a financial overflow, and I need a bag to carry my money because see, all the money that I have, a wallet just ain't gonna hold it. I actually need a money bag to carry my money. I'm gonna say this again. Overflow is an identity, and identities come before the evidence. When I came to the casino tonight, when I didn't manifest no more. I didn't sit up there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna manifest myself winning." I didn't say any mantras in the car. I knew it. I said, "I'm coming in. I'm gonna fill this bag up." Why? Because identity comes before evidence. Huh? I didn't need to see myself winning. I didn't need to say, "Lord, send me a vision." No, identity comes before evidence. I've already identified as the money bag lady, and this is what we're doing. So I want to say this. If you logged on here today hoping to feel better, this might not be the room for you. I want you to know that moving forward, a lot of y'all be like, "Coach Misty, what happened to LNBCC? When are you gonna do church again?" I'm moving in a different direction. I'm never moving away from God because God is the end all and the be all. God is the reason for me, you, and everybody watching. But I want you to know that Sundays are no longer about feelings. If you want to feel good on a Sunday, if you want something to touch your spirit, go to church. And after you finish with church, tune in to me. Sundays are about law. I'm not here to have you hooping and hollering. I'm going to say this again. Sundays are about law. You know why? Feelings fluctuate. Huh? you go to church, you feel good when you leave church, you go out to dinner, you still feel good, you get home, then you don't feel so good. You like Monday coming up, and by Monday morning, you back in the same slump. Feelings fluctuate, but law governs. Huh? So no, I love God and God loves me. I'm not here to give you a sermon. You can catch that anywhere. You catch that in person at church, online, on the radio, on podcasts, on YouTube. You want a sermon, go somewhere else. I am here to teach you law. All right. Now, the first law that we're going to talk about, the first thing we're going to discuss is why chasing outcomes keep you stuck. Welcome in. My name is Coach Misty. I'm your identity strategist, your mind manipulator, and the best oracle you'll ever know. And I am here to help you reach your highest potential, your higher self. Welcome to the circle. Now, go ahead and get your pen and paper out. I don't care what time it is. If you sit in bed looking at me, looking at you, turn your night light on or use the light by the TV. I don't care what you do. We are here to learn. It is 2:28 in the morning, and I could have pushed this lesson off to next Sunday. Y'all didn't know what lesson we was gonna do today, but I said I cannot. I was downstairs winning, and I said, Lord, the real win is up in that room. The real win is online. This right here, this is just playtime for me. This is a distraction. This is just something to do. This is mindless. Hello. This is mindless activities right here. What I really need to do is get my behind online. I'm gonna tell you why chasing outcomes keep you stuck. First of all, most people don't realize this, but what you chase is always in charge of you. Let that sink in. Where's my water? I'm gonna say this again. What you chase is always in charge of you. When you chase money, money controls you. A lot of y'all want to go on vacation. I can't go on vacation because I got to work. I got to get this money. I can't date because I got to get this money. I can't do this because I got to get this money. The money controls you. When you chase love, people set the rules. When you waiting for somebody to change and you sticking around waiting for him or her to change, they are setting the rules on how this is going to go. When you chase validation, you negotiate your worth. And the reason why so many people stay stuck isn't because they are not talented. Isn't because you're not spiritual. It's not, oh, me, I'm not connected to God. No. And it isn't because you're not trying hard enough. It's because chasing outcomes, listen, because you are chasing outcomes instead of embodying standards. I told you I'm here to teach you. We're here to learn law. I'm going to say it again. You are chasing outcomes instead of embodying standards. Now, I'm going to go ahead and slow this down for you if you don't mind. Chasing outcomes is the fastest way to stay beneath them. My God. We got a flash go TikTok. Let's make it do what it do. Chasing outcomes is the fastest way to stay beneath them, right? You don't bow to what you embody. You hear me? But you will always bow to what you chase. That's why manifestation has failed so many people because manifestation does not respond to desire, it responds to identity. I don't think y'all caught on to that. What did I say? Huh? You are manifesting marriage, you're manifesting a love, but you don't embody that. You don't embody that of a person who is loved. You don't embody it. You can't embody wanting to be married. You can't manifest wanting a husband if you don't embody being a bride. Right, we talked about this. I'm not gonna go back and forth into it. You guys, a lot of you all, if you've been with me at least for the last year, y'all saw me online with a whole bunch of brag gear on for no reason. It wasn't no nothing. It wasn't related to the readings I was doing. I bought a whole bunch of bride stuff because I embodied being a bride. What I said was, I am worthy enough for someone to ask me for my hand in marriage. I am worthy enough for someone to want a good man, an amazing man to come and partner with me. So I embody the bride, and I'm gonna make this correction because people say, "Oh, you was doing a wifey." No, I didn't. See, when you embody being a wife before someone's asked you to be a wife, you'll never get married. Do we understand that? I really don't want to go into it too much, but do y'all understand why I said that? Huh? Do y'all understand why I said that? If you try to be a wife before being a bride, you'll never be married. Okay. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on. The next thing I want to talk about is how identity precedes manifestation. Now, I want to give you the correct order of power because most of you were taught this backwards. All right? The order is this. When you are looking to manifest, the order is this. First comes identity, right? First comes identity. That's number one. Whatever you're trying to manifest, you have to walk in it. I've been saying this for years now. Whatever you manifest, and you got to walk in that thing. I told y'all to do your $1 million day. I told you take a day off of work, a Tuesday or Wednesday, and plan out your day. What would you do if you had? Thank you. What would you do if you had $1 million? Right? How would your day look? What would you wear? Where would you go? Right? Not just writing it out. Y'all want to journal and make vision boards. No, actually do some of those things. And I'm talking about day to day. And it's funny because a lot of people can't they can't become millionaires because they don't study what about what millionaires do. Okay. On a day to day, millionaires are not on a yacht every day. Self-made millionaires, I'm gonna say it like that, are not on a yacht every day. Self-made millionaires are not somewhere flying across the country every day. No, self-made millionaires are doing the things to keep them $1 million. Self-made millionaire. See, here's the deal. The thing about being a millionaire has nothing to do with money. Once you hit $1 million, you learn what freedom is, and you do exactly whatever it is you want to do. Me, listen, I'm wear pink and red. I wear pink every day in February. I wear Valentine's Day. I ooze love in February. I wear Valentine's Day shit every day in February for 28 days, right? 28 days. And you can be like, oh, well, you got the money to do that. It's not about the money. I have the freedom to do that. Who gonna tell me I can't? I don't have to clock into no job. I don't give a fuck about what nobody else say. Who gonna tell me I can't wear? I got a whole bunch of these little heart earrings. I got all kind of heart earrings. And the crazy part is that the things that I buy in order to wear 28 days of love are things that I probably wouldn't even look at. It's crazy because when I was making $100,000 a year, I was on Saks website and Nordstrom and all of these high end places. And now that I make 7 figures a year, I shop on Temu. Crazy, right? But it's the freedom. I don't have to try to hold up to nobody's standards. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I buy what I like and I wear what I like. And that's what it is. So again, when you are manifesting, I'm trying to teach you all how identity precedes manifestation. First comes identity. Second is standards. Third, behavior. Fourth, outcomes. I'm gonna repeat that again. If we got any note takers here, I need y'all to take the notes. Number one, identity. Number one, identity. Number two, standards. Number three, behavior. And number four, outcomes. See, identity comes first and not results. That's what a lot of us get stuck when we manifesting or praying about something and we be like, why is it not happening for me? Because you are still stuck in survival mode. You still identify as a survivor. You still you still identify as a survivor, but you trying to manifest a win. How? How? Right? Identity comes first and not the results. See, but most people live like this instead. They wait for the outcomes. Yeah. They wait for the outcomes to decide who they are, right? They wait for the outcomes to justify changing how they move. Yeah, yeah. And that's why most people never rise because you still waiting on the outcome. You want proof before obedience. Yeah. You want proof before obedience. Yeah. But see, overflow doesn't respond to hope. Overflow responds to consistency. Consistency. I'm say this again. Overflow doesn't respond to hope. Overflow responds to consistency. When you decide who you are before circumstances change, life has no choice but to adjust. Come on, somebody. I don't think y'all heard me. I'm going to repeat this again. When you decide who you are before circumstances change, life has no choice but to adjust. I decided that I was a bride last year. I decided I was a bride. I started planning my marriage, then my wedding. Didn't know who was going to be on the at the altar, but I decided that I was a bride. The person when I was with, when that shit went and left, I did not let that take me off of who I had decided I was. I decided I was a bride. So when you decide who you are before circumstances change, life has no choice but to adjust. And this is why two people can do the same thing with the same resources and get completely different results. Because guess what? One person decided who they were. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to we need five more people to send the ice cream cone to reach our goal. We need five more people. See, when you have two people doing the same thing with the same resources and they get completely different results, the reason why is that one is asking, is this working? And the other one already decided, this is who I am. Friend said, somebody said in the comments, you said he didn't trick you out your position. You couldn't trick me. So here's the deal. We got to stop thinking like that, friend. It's not about, oh, I ain't let him trick me out of my position. It has nothing to do with nothing. You can't listen. It wasn't my position. My position was already stable. It was his. Like I said, I was getting married. To who? I think you might be new here, friend. I was getting married. I said that. I was getting married. Now who gonna be there? Okay. What I would tell you, you either gonna be the groom or the guest. You either gonna be the groom. Oh, you new friend, welcome in. Yeah, you either gonna be the groom or the guest. He couldn't trick me. There was no there. You couldn't trick me out my position. We don't even think like that, friend. We're gonna take that out your mind. Ain't no tricking nobody. You can't trick me out my position. It wasn't yours to decide. I made that decision. It wasn't his. It wasn't on him. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Buttercup? It wasn't for him to decide. That was me. Right? Again, two people can do the same thing with the same resources and get completely different results because one is steadily asking, is this working? While the other one has already decided, this is who I am. All right. Now, let's talk about Sundays, right? I just told y'all we got to do a reset when it comes to Sundays. Sundays with Coach Misty, Sundays are no longer about feelings. It's about law. What is Sunday? Sundays equals law, right? Sunday is about law and not feelings. Listen, I need you to reset how you approach Sundays in this space. What you do on your time is your business, but I need you to reset how you approach Sundays in this space. Sundays is not for venting. Sunday is not for, thank you, friend. Sunday is not for emotional processing. Sunday is not for unpacking trauma. There's a place for that, but this ain't it. All right. So I'm gonna say that we need two more people to send the ice cream cone over here. We have a flash goal. Every time we go live on TikTok, there's a flash goal. There are 72 people watching. Two different people just need to send an ice cream cone so we can reach our flash goal and we can stay on the FYP. Thank you. Two different people. Thank you so much, Auntie Peaches. I want you to know that moving forward, if you rock with me, Coach Misty, Sunday is for alignment. I just want to get y'all, I'm keeping it real short tonight. Sunday is for alignment. Sunday is for correction. Sunday is for reestablishing the standard. See, for me, Sunday begins my week. I don't know how y'all, I know y'all like, but it's technically it's Monday, right? But we're gonna act like this is still Sunday night. Okay. So I'm gonna say this again. Sunday starts the week for me. Sunday is the busiest day I have. I don't talk to clients. I don't have open appointments on Sunday, but Sunday sets the week for me. Why? Because Sunday is for alignment, right? Sunday is for, wait, what day is it? No, it is Sunday. It's Sunday somewhere. It's Monday. What? No, wait. What's today? Today Monday, friend. Today Monday the 2nd. Yeah, it's Monday morning. Look, I don't know what day it is. That's another thing. That's another thing. Listen, when you really do what you want to do, you gonna time. Listen, when you are able to walk away from corporate and walk away from your 9 to 5, baby, you ain't gonna know what day it is. When you really enjoying life, I don't be doing what day it is, Lord. The only time, listen, I know Cardinals off Sunday, Monday, so here we are. Um, I want to say this to say that the reason why I'm moving away from giving the sermons, which I mean are amazing, the reason why I'm kind of putting LBCC on pause, at least for this year, is because the feelings that you get whether you go to my church, someone else's church, feelings will lie to you. Yeah, feelings will lie to you. Feelings say wait until you feel ready, but law says move now. Because here's the deal: if you need to feel ready, you are already late. This is why most people keep restarting their lives. They let emotions vote on decisions that should already be settled. I'll say this again. The reason one of the ladies who's faithfully in our lives, I'm not gonna say her name. I saw her put a post on Facebook today and or on February 1st, and she said, "This is the start of my new year. She said January was just a trial. I'm starting my year again on February 1st." And I saw it, and a lot of people would be like, "Okay, girl, I see you. Congrats, you got this." But when I thought to myself, I said, for you to say that January was a trial run, and you starting your year again on February 1st, the thing that came to my mind is, how many times have you said that to yourself? How many times you going to hit the start button? At some point, you got to keep pushing. At some point, you got to say, yeah, I fucked up. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep pushing. I'm gonna learn from what I did, and I got to keep pushing. We can't keep hitting the restart button. Because every time you hit the restart button, you are, listen, the opportunities that await for you in the future, you're missing them because you're going back. You keep going back. You keep going back. It's like Groundhog Day. Listen, I want you to get up. I want you to wear an outfit today. Take your clothes off, get up and put that outfit right back on the next day. Here's the deal about starting over all the goddamn time. Listen, you can make the first time okay. The second time, like I said, it's just like an outfit. When you put that outfit on, try to wear an outfit for 3 days in a row. I don't care if you do wash your ass. Try wearing the same outfit for 3 days in a row. The outfit will lose its shape. The outfit will have a smell. The outfit might have stains on it. That's how your life is when you keep on restarting, right? You keep on restarting over. The first time you be like, okay, I can do this. The outfit's still a little snug, the purpose, the ideas you have. But when you keep on restarting, that shit lose shape. The vision loses shape. You understand me? The vision loses shape. People stop believing in you. You can't just keep restarting over. Here's the deal. I'm not talking about starting new things. Because I've been a comedian, and I've been a comedian, a school teacher. I'm not talking about starting new things. I'm talking about always hitting the restart button. There's a difference between starting something new and restarting and hitting the restart button. Because see, when I start something new, I may not be on the path I was on, but I'm still moving forward. I may not be on this comedy path. I might have said, okay, after 10 years, I'm done being a professional comedian. I'm going to go ahead and become a school teacher. I'm still moving forward. There's still trajectory. I still have momentum. I just picked a different lane. I didn't go back and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to start from scratch. And I'm a no, I just branched off into something else. I'm still moving forward. I'm going to give you a doctrine right now. Welcome in, everybody. I'm going to give you a doctrine right now. This is not an affirmation. This is a standard. Huh? I will no longer listen. I'm not going to teach you no affirmations. Anything I give you is a doctrine. It's a doctrine. It's serious. Huh? Yeah. Yes. A doctrine is a standard. Now I want you to listen carefully. Right? I want you to know, first of all, I need somebody who's going to write it down. Do I have somebody that's going to write it in the comments for me? Do I have two people that's going to write this in the comments for me? Because if you join the highest, not join, when you join the highest self circle, this is something that we will repeat every day. And it goes like this: overflow is not something I attract, it is a standard I live by. I'm going to say this again. Overflow is not something I attract, it is the standard I live by. Again, overflow is not something I attract, it is the standard I live by. See, when overflow is your identity, you stop asking if it's coming. Thank you, Earth Angel. Overflow is not something I attract, it is the standard I live by. I'm going to say this again. When overflow is your identity, you stop asking if it's coming. If winning the lottery is your identity, you stop asking when it's going to happen. You just prepare yourself for the win. If getting married is in your identity, is being a wife is part of your identity, or being a bride, you stop asking when is the man when is your Prince Charming coming, and you just prepare. When overflow is your identity, you stop asking. You start asking who is allowed to access you. When overflow is your identity, you start surrounding yourself with people who are in overflow. See, we stop worrying about when the stuff is coming because we're already walking in it. We already have the identity, right? You start asking who is allowed to have access to you, because when you're in overflow, you have to stay away from people who have empty cups. You have to stay away from people who are broken vessels when you are in overflow, because you will pour into them. You will pour into them without even them asking, because you are in an overflow. And if they cannot retain what you are giving, you will constantly pour into them. And if they can't pour into you, your shit will run dry. When overflow is your identity, you stop negotiating with environments that don't meet you. Come on, somebody. I'm saying this again. When overflow is your identity, you stop negotiating with environments that don't meet you. You stop shrinking to fit rooms you've outgrown. Thank you, Kay. See, standards don't wait for permission. Standards don't argue with circumstances. Standards are upheld before results show up. Now, if this is how you think, right? If identity matters to you more than motivation, I'm gonna say this again. If this is how you think, if the things I said tonight, are we are on the same page, and identity matters to you more than motivation, if you are done negotiating with life, the work continues inside the highest self circle. This is not for everyone, and it's not supposed to be. Overflow is not a destination, it is a standard. Now, I would like you to go visit go.iamcoachmisty.com. Click the link in my bio. Take a screenshot. We have a new website, ladies and gentlemen. Go.iamcoachmisty.com. If nothing else, sign up for the free guide. I want to thank you for rocking with me tonight. Facebook, YouTube, you guys have been amazing. I will see you all later. If you are part of the highest self circle, or you are joining, you can go ahead and join from go.iamcoachmissy.com. And the introduction lessons are up. Week one will be posted lately. I mean, in a minute. Listen, I am going to sleep. It is 2